Fuck crypto. You don't need the anxiety. Before you bought the bullshit fantasy coin, your life was good. But then you made some money and became greedy. Now the bullshit coin is fucked. And nobody can tell you when it is going to be unfucked. Even the motherfucker who convinced you to buy the bullshit coin, who told you that it is going to be the next big thing, that motherfucker is nowhere to be found. You are on your own. And all you can do is cry about it in the shower and hope and believe that your bullshit coin will go up in price again so that you can sell it and make some money and buy some more and then get fucked all over again. That is crypto.
Hello, everybody. Not Richard Hart here. This is not another ProveX sacrifice video. Man, I think y'all missed the assignment, man. A video or so ago, I left the, disregard the last one, but the one before last, I left the very clear assignment about donations and, I don't know. I feel like y'all missed the underlying message there. There was an address there. We won't call it a sacrifice for a third time for ProveX. I think we'll come up with something that says something like DisproveX. Oh man, that has a nice ring to it, right? Now, before I get into the video, if you're new here, welcome. If you're a first-time viewer, welcome. If you're a recovering Hexican, welcome. Someone who's your OG in Big Trouble in Little Hexico should have been pointed you to my FUD commentary, otherwise known as Contrarian View podcast. The best damn Pulsechain podcast ever. Okay, for many years, and I shudder at the thought of re-releasing old videos where I just felt this fucking outcome a mile away. And forgive me for not being a better marketer. It cost you nothing to listen to this. But someone in Hexico said, forget that guy. He's just fudding. Don't pay him any mind. And you probably missed it. I mean, I was only saying the same stuff for years and years and years. And my heart goes out to all of you who did not hear the bold predictions of someone who supported Ricky at the time saying, hey, man, I think we're in trouble, and I believe that EHEX, if Pulsechain continues to dally, EHEX is going to a penny or less. Okay, so welcome here. I hope you get something out of this, because as the thumbnail has shown you, you get nothing, okay? Congrats to all the Hexicans and people who have stumbled upon into a new reality, where they realize I was right for a while. And, I'm not trying to gloat, but, I think to myself, like, what would Ricky do? I think I'm the only thing standing in front of my future progress. So I did leave you guys with an assignment, and we'll do this together. I left a donation address, okay? It's truth in advertising, or at least messaging, okay? It's good marketing. Instead of making you believe you're going to change your life or your future, or that there was some value in you donating your crypto, calling it a sacrifice, because in all essence, that's exactly what it is, a true sacrifice. Many have come into this conclusion way too late. I left it in an address there. And I want to explain something to you, because I play around a lot in my videos, but I think what's at play here at its core is, I think, a bit of karma, we'll call it, where because you have become shockingly comfortable with giving a self-proclaimed rich and retired gentleman, your crypto with no expectation of return, that's exactly what you got, right? So I know that you truly didn't expect that, because, you know, otherwise everybody be totally happy with the outcome here. And, you know, Hex being a penny or less, you know, as predicted, 2 years, 3 years, 4 or 5 years later now. Shout out to fuck, it's about to be 2026. Pulsechain being 80% off SAC. Shit, EHEX had added a third zero. Damn, you know, the combined hex price is a penny or what less. Shockingly, you know, I left a donation address so that you could donate. And the point is, because you've become shockingly comfortable despite all signs pointing south, no matter what happens. You guys are expecting yet another project, and from Ricky, and he's going to give you the coin. He's, you know, led Twitter contests for you to give him ideas of how to word his new project. The burn mechanism for which might come out years later. The token will come out, which is basically like a meme coin. And I thought, man, that's, you know, that's a really novel idea. You know, Ricky's laid a blueprint here of sacrificing with great expectation. And let's be honest, whether you believe what's written on the website or not, there's a whole lot of crying going on social media, and on videos and everything, because people are coming to the shocking realization that lay your head down, player hater. You've been robbed. And it's really, really sad realization. This is kind of like where it sucks to be right, you know. And I have a lot of friends in Pulsechain. I have a lot of people who are hopeful in Pulsechain. I've seen the Hexagon community suffer waiting on Ricky to do something with Pulsechain or the hexes or whatever, you know. And I think there's a lot to be talked about in upcoming videos. So again, because you've become shockingly, and you thirst to do this yet again to the tune of millions of dollars, you're probably itching to repeat the history. And, you know, maybe this time will be different. I doubt it, but, you know, this is where Hexicans have a chance to do the funniest thing right now. Stop giving your crypto to a madman, and instead give it to a poor man, and do so freely and willingly of your own choice, knowing full well that it is 100% a donation. You know, Ricky has normalized to, like, you know, he's normalized wording his websites to get you to consent to just giving away your crypto, him giving you a shitcoin, and you just really, oh, well, man, let's just stay as bullish as ever, no matter how bearish reality is, you know. And I think he's done that to some like shocking level of perfection that's just beyond my comprehension, and I think the comprehension of any other sane individual as well. And I think I deserve a reward for being someone. Not, and you know, there were others, but I feel like the Eric guy, I feel like he's part of the, he's an agent, bro. Like I feel like he's definitely part of the play, you know. Maybe not willingly, but he's definitely, you know, he's part of the thing, like, you know, like, I dare you to be wrong. Look, oh no. He's like Macaulay Culkin in the fucking house. Oh no, Richard, I'm fudding. You better pump it. And like, y'all just keep feeding into that and thinking because Eric's saying something, it's boosting your confidence that Ricky really cares more about one-upping that guy instead of keeping your money in his pocket. Like, it's common sense, right? So there's a new donation. It's DisproveX, and Hexicans have the chance to do the funniest thing and donate, but like actually, and like really know that's what you're doing. Know it's going to a great cause. You know, going to the person who told you like all this was going this way. One of the first people pre-Pulsechain launch to say, hey man, I think we're in trouble. And I think even if it does launch, it's like the best thing that's happening for Pulsechain is that it didn't launch, right? You know, there's so much that could be said, but I don't know how much more should be said. Maybe in future podcasts that would be easy, but I've refrained from trying to like do videos on this stuff because I think it doesn't matter what's being said. It's like if you want to go for the same instant replay, then you'll have your bit of karma. If you want to keep normalizing giving your crypto to someone who clearly has gotten his fill of it already and doesn't really need, well, we hope so, doesn't really need any more of yours, and you think something different is going to happen, welcome to your version of crypto hell. You know, that's like repeating the same thing and hoping for a new outcome. Well, this time you get to do something different, and instead of thinking that what you're going to do is going to benefit you in some way, just be comfortable with the idea that it'll benefit someone else, and who knows, good things will happen. And I'll tell you, this is kind of like the irony of what's happening here is that because you have a bunch of people with their head in the clouds and they're looking to change their lives, and there's like an exchange, and you get hopium in return. You get a receipt of hopium, and it's going to be called, let's say it's going to be the ProveX token, right? Just like it was Pulsechain and PulseX tokens, right? You sacrificed, and you got your visualization, your tokenization of your hopium in the form of those tokens. And now if you were silly, you didn't sell the pump. And instead you thought, well, I wouldn't want to sell my future, so I'm going to hold on to these as they collapse to near nothing. And then people can now buy them for far cheaper and dump on your heads well before listen to this. They can buy them far cheaper than you ever sacrificed for with your bonuses. First of all, then they can dump at a 2x well below your sacrifice rate, which is why you're never going to see it again. Now, I could be wrong. In another bull cycle, when you've all sold and some silly soul has decided to pump the chain, you may get the sack right, or or greater. Who knows? Sack rate and higher. Maybe the hexes will pump again. I don't know, bro. I don't think so. But at least this time, you get to do something different than the thing you've already done several times and got nothing for it, literally, but a box of broken dreams. You know, your dreams you feel like me now. Your dreams are shattered. Your heart is broken. And this betrayal from Ricky to the community is so deep, you find it hard to cope. And, now you have a different way to motivate Ricky. And I'm going to say it again. You can donate to the DoughNation address, the DisproveX donation address. And it's spelled DOUGH because it's dough in nation. It's a DoughNation address so that you are not remotely confused that, if you don't break this habit of giving your crypto to someone who's already clearly a billionaire in your minds, has run the billionaire money through Tornado as well. I mean, if that ain't a fucking sign, I don't know what is. Like, sheesh. If you don't do something different though now, I think you'll be waiting for a fourth and a fifth sacrifice. I think Ricky's normalizing where he's taken anything that he's ever going to do for Pulsechain. Like, let's take this on his face. Well, you got the chain sacrifice, right? Before you got the chain, hold on, but the chain needs a DEX, right? So PulseX sacrifice, both before that, again, before the chain launched. So that was 2. Now the chain launched, EHEX got rugged to shit, PHEX has gone to shit, Pulsechain has gone to shit, PulseX has gone to shit. And you know what? Well, let's prove X. And what is X? X is how stupid you are. So we're going to prove it by giving you another address to sacrifice to, because Ricky's now going to make some protocol or functional thing. We'll get into that in a different time, because no one knows what it really is. What does it really do? I don't know. Who cares? No one needs it. No one uses it. No one needs it. And that's why it's perfect, because it's a hollow ass idea that, you know, I don't know, the best person in crypto who doesn't need your money but gave you a way to give him some more money is going to do for the chain. But he's normalized this routine now of, if he were to do anything for the chain, he's going to put a sacrifice address in front of it and then tell you not to expect anything anyway. And then, based on Pulsechain and PulseX, really fucking mean don't expect anything. Now, instead of playing that silly little game with you, you all can vote with your wallets for him to stop playing the fuck around and actually donate to someone who could use the money in a positive way. And perhaps, you never know how that karma may return to you. It may come in the form of many things, of which I will not get into right now, because the mystique apparently is what ProveX is all about. And DisproveX must equally mirror that, where it's a donation address that simply, prove that you're tired of Ricky playing around and not delivering on the promises that you thought you sacrificed for, with no expectations, by the way. And as this DisproveX donation address grows with the votes of hexagons and non-hexagons alike, it will signal to the Ricky that it's over. It's shit or get off the pot time for all these sad hopefuls, because while you are struggling with the American and global economies, waiting on Pulsechain to pump, shit's getting worse and worse and worse, and the rich man wants to get richer at your expense. And then tell you, man, maybe we'll do the project later. The coin could come out sooner though, dog, so you better go ahead and sacrifice again. And don't expect anything, and your crypto will be spent. It's all nice and neat and very clear. He's made it very normalized to get you to give him your money. Shout out and throw back to the time where Ricky said, there's no way to send me money if you wanted to. And that money never went through Tornado. And that great advertising wallet, which was the quote treasury, Ricky was the first one to tell you poor people that if they're not your keys, they're not your coins. What do you mean, treasury? Who in the fuck said the Pulsechain sacrifice hundreds of millions, should have been billions, is actually a fucking treasury address? You thought, so the shit went into motherfucking Tornado. Maybe he's gonna bring it out, you know, like he has a real purpose for that. I doubt it has anything to do with you, but everything is for a reason. So you can willfully prove your consent to like add pressure to Ricky shitting or getting off the pot by considering your donation of all form of EVM coins, including and up to Pulsechain, PulseX, Hex, EHEX, whatever shitcoin PRC20s you want to throw in there, blah, blah, blah. Why? Because he was, he's like, I don't want them shitcoins, but you know what? Hey, why not, man? At least we'll be a bit more open and merciful than him. So, I really have less to say about this for tonight, though. For right now, I'm going to just go on. I got a couple things to do. Donations galore everywhere. Ricky has normalized this, so I know this is something that hexagons and non-hexagons alike, you all get to join in unison and protest, and not silently, but with action that is verifiable on the blockchain and allows this young man, Ricky, smart win to figure out that enough's enough, man. You know, and Hexkins have had enough, and the ones who've had enough, you know, it doesn't have to be much. Add yourself to the donation set. The people who donate to a better cause than giving your money away to a rich man. And you know what? I will tell you this. I promise you this. And I don't wish this on anybody. If you don't fix your mindset and your mentality and donate where there's an actual need and purpose behind the donation, other than getting a rich man richer, you know what? You'll be doomed to fight the same circumstances and the same outcome you just experienced with Pulsechain and PulseX. And I hope that I am wrong for the 80th time, because if I'm wrong, you're all going to be rich. I doubt it, but I hope I'm wrong, because you'll all be rich. I'll be keeping my eye on the donation address, which you'll find in the description or the pinned comment. And those who, you know, Santa's coming to town, I heard, you know, who knows what that means. But, you know, donations, donate freely and willingly with zero expectations other than, you know, telling Ricky to shit or get off the pot. I'm out.